Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me clearly, child? I hope y'all can. Okay, listen. We are back, y'all. We're back. How y'all doing? Hold up. Let me come on camera. Hold up. Can't have no competing light up in this bit, okay? Okay. Hola, hola. Hey, everybody. Hey, girl. What's going on? What's going on? I was supposed to put my BB cream on, but I didn't. Hey, y'all. Hi. Happy Friday. Okay, it's the weekend, baby. Okay, it is the weekend. I hope y'all getting a good start to y'all weekend. I hope y'all having a good day. Girl, listen, Beyonce is still reeling all up and through. Okay, we had such a good time, girl. But when I tell you, I don't know how that lady performed like that because I'm tired. I don't know how that lady performed like that, y'all, because I'm tired. Okay, I'm still tired, girl. But that's okay because we back to work. We got our energy supplement and our fat burner from Just Move Supplements. Link down below in the description box to get you some to help you through your day. So right quick, right fast, let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so y'all can go and look on my Instagram for all the video footage, okay? But let me tell y'all what happened right quick, right fast. Okay, so bam, my home girl BeyDayNola, shout out to her. She's an event planner, a wedding planner. Okay, me and Brittany went to Easton together. Okay. And so she is always throwing these really, really cute, dope events. And so she was doing like a little pre-party situation where they had food, you know, some little bites, some meatballs and stuff. Child, we got there just in time to eat some of it because it was gone like a plate later, girl. And, you know, it was cute little cocktails, you know, named after Beyonce songs and all of that. Or no, it was one that said, I'm that girl. That one was real good. It was real good, girl. Real good drinks. Okay. And then we had these little cute little shots. I forgot who the shots were by. But either way, you know, if y'all ever come down here to New Orleans and you need an event plan, child, BeyDayNola, that's my home girl. She's really good at, you know, doing all of the things, girl. Wedding planning, party planning, all the things, girl. And she also has like a workspace, you know, her office. So that's where she had the little party, right? So we get there, we drink, we eat, we wait for the Sprinter van. We get on a Sprinter van. Girl, the traffic was so bad. People thought it was going to be just like how it is for Saints games. But no, honey, it was way worse. It was worse, sir. Okay? It was worse, sir. So at some point, we hop out the Sprinter van and just go ahead and walk. All y'all that said my Doc Martens was going to be uncomfortable, that's your work shoes, not these ones that I had, boy, girl, because these was very comfortable. I was able to truck from the Sprinter to the Dome because I needed to use the bathroom, which is the reason why I got out the Sprinter, because, girl, I would have rolled the Sprinter all the way to the front. I would have. But I had to use the bathroom. So we jump out the Sprinter. We all walk to the Dome. You know, everybody, you know, they had like certain areas where everybody was like jam packed. But it's like, girl, they ain't got nobody over here. And they got all the people. Child, me and Lyric went right in through gate H. Okay, beep, beep. Give you your little wristband. You in there swimwear. Okay, first we had to go look for our seats. Let me tell y'all, we was in section 141. Section 141 was good. But it was, you know, it was shoulder to shoulder trying to get there. So in true good husband fashion, you know, Lyric gets me to the seat and then Lyric go and get us something to drink and something to eat. Girl, it was getting closer and closer to Beyonce coming out. My nerves was bad. As soon as she started singing the first song, One on One, this 1+1, this nigga pops up. I was like, thank God. Okay, because I didn't want him to miss none of the concert. And so then, you know, we did our thing or whatever. And, you know, we had a really good time. We danced. We hugged up. We looked cute. We glittered and we sparkled. Okay? Yes, I picked out his whole fit. We were going to be on theme. Okay? Like, as far as I was concerned, my nigga was the finest nigga in there. Okay? Okay, as far as I'm concerned, my nigga can wear anything because my nigga look like a fucking model. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. Okay? So for me, the after party was the best part. Okay. Um, all right, which happened in my house because wasn't nobody about to go out after that. Girl, we was tired. And then I was so glad he was able to kind of be off from work yesterday because we was tired. We was tired. It needed more rest. It needed more sleep. Okay. I felt like I had got my ass beat. Like I'm like sore. I'm like, why am I sore? Yeah, I had got Lyric this cute, like leather kind of holster vest, that shit on top because he had these, leather pants on and the holster and then like the black shirt that kind of sparkled, but it wasn't too much. But the jacket was the wow wow. You know what I'm saying? The jacket with the sparkles all over it was the wow wow. Okay. And everybody that thought, oh, he was a good sport. I don't know why y'all think like this was something he didn't want to do. This nigga loves Beyonce. I don't know. We've been to both On the Run tours together. Okay. We both love Beyonce. Okay. This is not a just me thing. This is a us thing. Lyric bought these tickets. Okay. Like Lyric was on the list to get tickets as well. I don't know where y'all be at, but it was a whole bunch of women in there with they niggas. Okay. It was a whole bunch of couples in that bitch together. Okay. They had a cute little short couple that was right in front of us, baby. They was getting their whole life together. Okay. And me and mine was doing the same thing. It wasn't just you and your homegirls. It was buku niggas in there. And it was buku niggas in there sparkling. Okay, I saw so many men with their titties out, like so, and then I was like the amount of grown ass white men, and like, like, girl, okay, everybody was on theme, everybody was sparkling and glittering, everybody was wrapped in fucking foil, everybody was on point in this bitch, and as far as I'm concerned, my nigga was the finest one there. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't see nobody. The ones I saw, I ain't see nobody as fine as my husband. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. I did see Messy Miles, y'all. I was so happy because I knew he was there, and y'all, I was literally sitting in the Sprinter van waiting for all the other girls to come down because I had left the concert a little bit before it was over because I was like, I do not feel like being like this with these people trying to get out the concert. So I always leave concerts a little bit earlier than everybody else because I can't stand this shit right here. And we didn't know if the Sprinter van was gonna lead, y'all. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, you know what I mean? Like, we went out there early and I saw Messy Miles and I was so excited because I saw his pictures on Instagram. I was like, I hope I see him. And I saw Miles. Lyric opened up the thing. I'm about to fall out the fucking Sprinter trying to go hug Miles. It was so good to see him. He looked really good. He had this nice headshot by the end of it. You know, it was over. Everybody was tired and all of the cute shit was gone after that. That's why I don't play those games with you girls that be wanting to wear heels. Now, my homegirl, Brittany, she wore them fucking heels the whole night. Do you hear me? She had them heels on the entire night. I am not one of those girls. I'm not built for that, y'all. I have high arches and I need to be comfortable. Because if I'm not comfortable, I'm ready to go way before everybody else. And I ain't want to be ready to go way before everybody else. So, you know what I'm saying? My outfit had to be cute, but also comfortable, girl. I was given like, Galaxy Warrior Princess vibes. Okay, girl, listen, all I know is a bitch was sparkling and my body was everything and my face was everything. That's all I know, bitch. Okay, all I know is the arm tone was good and the makeup was given, and I did my own makeup, girl. Shout out to me. All them years of going to modeling school worked out for something. No, it was so many girls walking barefoot from the concert with their shoes in their hands. Shout out to the girls who knew to bring their second pair of shoes because we too old for that shit and ain't nobody about to be walking on no damn concrete. Okay, now y'all know I'll ground in the grass, but I don't want to walk on the bare concrete, girl. I don't want to walk on that. But yeah, y'all, Beyonce's concert left us feeling good. She was so like, okay, just to watch. Okay, so first of all, the actual show, you paying for the technology like level to that concert. the the stage looks so amazing. At times you didn't know whether shit was real or digital. You didn't know what was going like, and we had good seats. She looked amazing. All her outfits, the hair blowing in a fucking fan, girl. Her coming to different parts of the stage, the way she was just soaking it in, like the gratitude and the energy she give to the crowd. Like, she genuinely happy to see all you motherfuckers here, which I get, you know what I'm saying, personally. Also, I kept getting noticed. I kept getting noticed all up and through the concert, so that had me feeling a little good. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Then I actually met up with a lady like that works at the local radio station, and we gonna talk. So I was like, girl, yes, I've been wanting to be on WBOK, but they said they wanted to be political. They didn't want me because I'm not, always so political. I can be. And I would love to, like, kind of move myself into that space. But, I talk about what I talk about, and I use what I do from where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, to create the effect that I wanted to create. But either way, it was just a real good night, girl. But her show, like, just watching all of the, even the way she blended the music, y'all, playing the new records, but infusing her old records and other records. And child, when she sang River Deep, Mountain High, all us girls that grew up on Tina Turner, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was feeling that shit, okay? I'ma just say, if she gonna do another tour in another 5 years, like, I'ma have to just start saving my thousands right now, because I wanna be on the side of the stage next time. And I wanna be on the side of the stage next time, not only for that view, okay? Not only for that specific view, but also because I want access to the bar. There was a bar that was right up on the stage. Okay, I don't want to have to go back to the bar where everybody else go. I don't like that shit. I want to go to the bar where the least amount of people are going to be in line. Okay. Yeah, nah, it is such an experience, because like, when people be talking about Beyonce as a witch, she is, but it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Like, it's somebody that's very intentional with the energy that they put into their show, intentional with how they want you to feel, intentional on how they want to receive your energy, but then also reciprocate it. I think that's one of the reasons why we be so fucking tired after we leave Beyonce concerts, because, bitch, you are siphoning my energy, but you giving me something back in return, because, baby, not only did I have a time and I look good, okay, but the sexual energy that she put out into the crowd was real, okay? Like, it was very much like, my man, my man, my man. And y'all know that I do, but I do not. I'm my man, my man, my man, but I do not my man, my man, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's classy based, my man, my man, my man. You know what I'm saying? But, we don't, like, oh my God, calm down. Because some of the girls do too much to me. Some of the girls, I saw a girl today online talking about how she ain't going to leave her man no matter if he, listen, I understand, but please shut up. Stop talking about it. Don't tell people, bitch. You talking too much. Okay? Keep that to yourself and your nigga. Stop telling everybody how you are with your nigga. You just being thirsty online for no reason. Stop. Okay? We understand, but okay? She look like she just got fucked at, and she online talking about how, oh, girl, we sharing him. And I'm like, girl, please, what is wrong with you? Stop telling everybody. Okay, live your life, but shut the fuck up. Okay, just online looking thirsty for no reason. Thank you, KO. Happy post B-Day Bond. I went to the Miami show. I was on crutches. I had fun, but it was low-key a nightmare. No, for real. It's a lot. It's a lot. Getting to, getting from. Like, you need to be healthy, bitch. You need to have taken your vitamins and stuff like that. Okay? But the energy put out into the crowd resonated, girl. Okay? It resonated. Okay? I had a real good night. I had a real good night. Okay. So, now that I've gave y'all, my little update on what happened for the Beyonce concert and how great of a time I had, we can go ahead and get into the love and hip hops of it all. Okay? Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come into the room. Okay, I had to give y'all a little intro. Everybody that just got here, you can go ahead and, catch that replay game if you really, if you want to hear it and you missed it. But we gonna get on into the get on. Okay, we gonna get tonight. Y'all know I ain't warmed up. To you, season, to you. Listen, you levitate, bitch. Okay, levitation. Okay, levitate. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. We gotta switch to the right computer, girl. Switching between computers. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, are we ready? Ashley McKnight, thank you so much for becoming a member, love. I appreciate you. Okay. All right, I see y'all. Hey everybody. I heard before I let go and y'all sounded good. Oh no, baby, we was singing in that bitch. Okay, we was singing in that bitch when she let us hit it because she was like, y'all always sound. And I know, okay, girl, my whole section was giving choir. Okay, the whole section was giving choir. Before I let you go. Never let you go before I go. And do you know why? Do you know why we sing this song so well, people out here in New Orleans? Do you understand why? It is because Frankie Beverly and Maze play down here like they locally from here. When I was growing up, we thought they were from here because they always played at our local festivals, okay? Like straight up, French Quarter Fest, Jazz Fest, Frankie Beverly and Maze. Essence, they at every goddamn festival that we have. All up and through the 80s and 90s. So we thought they was from here until I got older and found out, oh no, those people are from Philadelphia. Had no idea. Okay? But shout out to the Philly people because y'all do give us good music, Philly people. Shout out to y'all. Okay, thank you, K Journey, Sang BB. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sheila Davis. Come on now. Y'all know I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I don't. Y'all know. You wanna know, I wanna know. Okay, are we ready? Oh, girl, let's get into it. All right, so Amara Negra. Okay, Amara is trying to work and take care of her two babies. Okay, Mira, by herself. She can't even really depend on her mother like that. Okay, because her mommy is sick right now. Her mom is under the weather. You know, her mother does not really take good care of herself, Mira. Okay, and so she has a whole bunch of health issues. And Amara don't have no good baby daddy. Okay, her baby daddy is somewhere in Dominican Republic doing whatever he's doing. Okay, and then she has to look into the face of her two beautiful little girls. They look just like him. Okay, they look just like that nigga. All right. So she was trying to do something online, and her mom is so problematic. Where is it at? Mira, you are the problem. The reason why Amara has a deadbeat for a baby daddy. Mira, mommy, ma, it's your fault. Why are you telling your daughter to go and be with Safari so she can have some help? Baby, Safari don't help the children that actually came out his penis. Do you see the baby mama over there self-destructing? Like, Safari don't really want to be there for them children that belong to him. Why, ma'am? Why do you think Safari is going to be there for Amara's children? Let me tell y'all something. I saw the Erica LASHAE girl online again looking very, very tired as she explained that us independent black women, girl, we tired and we can't handle it all by ourselves. And that's why we drink so much and we just be going through it because we ain't got no man, right? That's the reason why we stressed out because we ain't got no man. Bitch, let me tell you something. I don't know who your aunties, sisters, and mamas are, but let me tell you something about my sister, okay? My sister has been mostly single, and I'm saying mostly single because she didn't have, okay? But she's never been married. My sister has flown around the entire world as she sees fit. My sister has a really, really amazing life, okay? Nobody is always happy. Nobody's life is always perfect. But that lady travels around the world, lives very, very well, and knows a lot of amazing people. has a really great group of friends, okay? A really good group of people, a community of people that will know if something happened to her, okay? So I get quite annoyed when I hear y'all talk about women who are not dependent upon men as if there's something wrong with that, as if y'all don't see all of these niggas who we cannot depend on, i.e. Amara La Negra's baby daddy, cannot be depended upon, cannot be thought of as someone who is responsible, who you can call on when you need help. He ain't that nigga. You need community, and community is not just your old ass mama that don't take good care of herself. Community is homegirls. You know, the friends that you actually supposed to care about. But see, what happens with Amara and women like Amara is y'all get wrapped up on some dick that you know ain't worth shit, and now you don't have time for your friends anymore. So now when you need help, ain't no help around because all you care about is some dick that has already showed you he's not gonna help you because he don't even help his ex-wife. And now you got the mama on here talking about, why don't you try to be with Safari? Why don't you try to get with Safari? Girl, Safari ain't gonna help nobody. The fuck? You need community. You need women in your life or men, but we just know that it ain't a lot of y'all niggas. It ain't a lot of y'all niggas that do for people if y'all not fucking them. It's not a lot of y'all. Sorry, y'all don't make up the community of responsible human beings that's gonna be there for somebody if something happens to them. That's not what y'all give. Y'all give, we gotta be responsible for y'all. Y'all give us a little bit of what we want so y'all can make sure that y'all have somebody wiping y'all ass when y'all get older. Not the reverse. I don't hear a lot of men talking about why they want women in their lives so that they can be there for those women. That's not why they want women in their lives. They want women in their lives so that they can do something for them, so the women can be of service to them. That's why they want women in their lives. So the idea that if we simply could just get a man, girl, it would all be so much easier is such bullshit. The reason why so many women are single is not just because these niggas are not dependable and run off whenever shit get hard, but also because some of these women get tired of carrying these niggas and decide that them by themselves is lighter than carrying this nigga along the way with them. Especially because a lot of these niggas are resentful and self-sabotage their own lives. So if you think they're not going to sabotage your life out of resentment, out of jealousy, or whatever the fuck, oh girl, you are sadly mistaken. We are not in Betty Wright having a piece of man is better than having no man at all ever no more. We are not. I want everybody to get comfortable with themselves. I want you to like your own company. I want you to be able to be alone if that's what it takes. I don't want a nigga to have to compete with another nigga per se. I want all of the niggas to have to be competing with you being okay by yourself. That's what I want. That's what I want for everybody. I want for everybody to like themselves enough to feel like I don't have to deal with disrespect or bullshit from anybody because I'll just simply be okay alone. Because most of the time, women are not really alone. Most of the time, women have their friends. Women have their communities. Women have their homegirls. They have their moms. They have their families or the families that they create. It's you niggas that don't really create real relationships with anybody unless they're a woman that you fucking on. It's y'all that have a hard time creating community outside of hunching on a bitch and try to make sure your dick touch her heart so she always feels embedded to you. That way, you can have people in your life as you see fit and allow them to move in and out as time requires. Meaning that sometimes people move into your life and you're supposed to enjoy their energy and the experience of them. And then other times, they're supposed to move out your energy. They're supposed to go and do something else. They're supposed to have to be without you and you without them. That happens, y'all. In real life, you are not supposed to always have your connections like this all the time, and that's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that you always supposed to be linked up with some goddamn body. No, sometimes y'all need to have y'all moment and go on about y'all fucking day or y'all way. Stop trying to always hold on to everybody out of fear of being alone, as if your own company isn't good enough when it really should be. Your own company really should be good enough sometimes, y'all. It really should. That way, when you do have people in your life, you don't feel thirsty to hold on to any old thing, because you know, nigga, I'll be real good if you wasn't in this bitch either. I have all of the channels. I will be okay. Okay? Let's be real. And I feel like instead of teaching Amara, her mama, instead of teaching Amara how to stand on her own 2 feet emotionally and mentally, y'all teach these girls to go and reach for any old fucking nigga just so that they can have somebody. I hate to curse like that because I know y'all be upset when I curse like that. But it just really annoys me because I feel like you build a hole inside of your daughter. You build a hole inside of her when you want her and just kind of impose on her to reach out for any old thing just for the sake of having a man. And then you wonder why Amara is not a good friend to anybody. Amara is not a good friend to anybody because I bet you any money her mom has impressed on her that the only relationships that are important are the niggas you fucking and the familial relationships. When really, if Amara had really been trying to work on her relationships with other women, she probably wouldn't always feel so alone. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord. Like, what? Why don't you get with Safari? What the fuck he gonna do besides stress her out and occasionally bend her back? It's a good time to have your back broke. But you're not supposed to think that the nigga breaking your back all the time is going to be dependable. Like, girl, cut it out. Understand, y'all.
That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
Okay? Please, stop it. Safari is the type of nigga that simply...
Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
You're not going steady. You're not going steady, okay? It's not going to be serious. Stop trying to impress that upon everybody. It's stupid. Anyway, y'all know Amara got issues with LASHAE because LASHAE and Gunplay got all of their messy, toxic drama going on. And so Amara's like, look, Mira, I knew it was going to look bad. I knew it looked bad when you decided to go ahead and do the GoFundMe and then you're, going buying crazy stuff and stuff like that, which is hopefully they learn their lesson. And Amara... I feel like Amari is scared to say that to LASHAE. I feel like she's scared to say that to LASHAE. And I think she should just say it to her. I think she should just straight up say to her, you look stupid. Since you want this confrontation, let's have this confrontation. You look crazy with this old ass nigga, having him begging other people for money to help with y'all hospital bills while he over there giving Rick Ross and his titties diamonds and stuff. That looks insane, LASHAE. It looks crazy. And I remove myself from around y'all because that nigga's crazy, and by product, your ass is crazy. And I don't want to get caught up in anything that you have going on, okay, Mena? That's all Amara had to say. And if LASHAE got an issue, that's on her. Because you got to understand, everybody not going to want to deal with you and your toxic bullshit. And I don't fault Amara for that, but Amara be a real one. Keep it a buck. Don't ghost your homegirls, all right? You're not fucking them. There's no need to ghost. Just say what it is, okay? She's going to Prink's polka party, okay? Prinky, Prink, Princess. That's how I have been called. I call, in case y'all don't know, I call Princess Prinky and Prink because of Ray J, okay? Ray J thought one day that he was doing something for Princess by having a billboard for Raytron Global, and he had his little scooty bike. He popped a scooty bike out the trunk and rode the shit all down the street and everything, and thought Prink was supposed to be excited about it. And then she wasn't, and he was chasing her down the street. Prinky. And then from then on, Princess has been Prinky, okay? Just so we're clear on it. People be confused, but I heard him call her that. And it's been Prinky. ever since. Okay. So thank you, Jay Jersey, for the super chat. Hold up. Because it's okay. Thank you for saying that, Bondi. Be cool with enjoying your own company. That way you don't take toxic shit from men or women that can exit stage left. Exactly. Thank you for that, sweetie. Okay, so Tip is coming out with a book. Y'all, Tip actually did something with her life. Tip has decided to write a book about being a stripper and all of the things she's going through. I said, Tip, J-Lo clap, bitch. J-Lo clap. No, do something with it because Tip does seem so smart, so intelligent. Yes, a stripper. Yes, a hater, but smart nonetheless. Very, very business savvy. Nonetheless, it's the vibe I get off of her. So to hear that she's written a book about her experience as a stripper, ding, ding, ding. That's genius. That's great. That's messy. We want to know. What have you seen? What have you done? You know what I'm saying? How many dicks have beaten you in the face? Have they been famous dicks? We want to know. We're not over the Karen Steffens, versions of books. I don't know why y'all think we are. No, we don't like hearing it on social media from Krishan and Blueface every fucking day. No. But essentially, do we want to know when the celebrities are fucking each other or fucking you? Yes, girl, yes. Write a book. Tell us. We're messy, we're nosy, and we want to know. Thank you. Okay? Good for her. So she's having a party at the strip club to talk about the book about her being in a strip club. I love the alignment of it all. Joy tells Tip that she was trying to protect Trina when she got into it with Zoe. And, Zoe came over there and triggered her. Joy, you're a bird. And I really don't care what you have to say. I do feel like you're trying to protect Trina, but I also feel like you are a fucking mean girl. I do think you're a mean girl. I think you and Trina and the rest of the homegirls like to sit up and look like bitches and think you the queen of some hood-ass castle and everybody's supposed to be coming over there licking a crack of your ass. And I just kind of feel like, go to hell, Joy. That's what I feel. Like, on some level, I understand exactly how Zoe Brinks feels. Like, I understand how Zoe feels. Zoe was like, bitch, it was a joke, and you popped off on me. And Trina, for you to sit up there when you was talking to Super Cindy saying that Zoe just got completely belligerent, ma'am, you had to stand in front of Joy. Joy threw something at that lady or tried to hit her. They, doing all of the special editing and shit so we can't see what actually happened. But Joy, you popped off. You jumped off the porch. You got active, okay? That's what you did. And that lady responded to you and told everybody in the club because she felt like she was by herself, y'all could suck her. And I was not upset about it. I really wasn't. Now, do I feel like Zoe is already somebody on the defense because of her family dynamic? Yes. Zoe is in deep need of therapy. You need to go talk to somebody. Every situation does not require all of them snot booger tears that you love to run down your face because you feel victimized. Yes, Joy's a bitch, Trina's a bitch, and they are the mean girls. They are. But the industry is an industry that you do have to kiss ass on some level. I know a lot of you hood girls don't understand that, but this is what you're going to have to understand about life. You're not going to be able to get anywhere without having to smile, grin, and bear it sometimes. I'm sorry. That's just the facts of life. Okay? Yes, I may not have to grin and bear it as much anymore at 35, but when I was in my 20s and working for other people and getting the experience that I needed in order to be able to do this, yeah, I had to smile, grin, and bear it sometimes with people who don't deserve my kindness because they're assholes and they're playing in my face, but they are simply a means to an end. And I'm going to tell you the way my daddy told me. You use these people for what you can get from them and you move on. You don't take it personal. You don't internalize it. You recognize that this is a system that you have to game. And a part of gaming the system is recognizing that they want you to kiss the ring a bit and you will kiss the ring while simultaneously in your mind saying, bitch, I can't stand your fucking ass. No. Y'all want to call it fake and all of that, but I don't know how else y'all think people get money and get what they're trying to get in life. Like, nobody is really making it out here giving everybody they ass to kiss all the time. It's not smart. That's why Nene Leakes is online right now doing the same fucking interview over and over and over again. Because a lot of y'all think that you can give people your ass to kiss consistently and without fail and without pause. You think you're never gonna have to like smile, grin, and bear it. And that's just not smart. I'm sorry. Like, live your life however you want to live your life. But if you're looking around and you don't have the things that you want to have, or you haven't gotten to the space where you want to get, ask yourself, do I code switch when it is necessary? Thank you. And you only do it for a certain amount of time, y'all. You don't do it forever. You don't kiss ass forever. And you don't even really kiss ass that tough. You let your work ethic and your, and for Zoe, you let your music work for you. But this is a game, baby. You got to play the game a little bit. And a lot of y'all don't understand that. And I don't understand why you don't understand that. You game in every other way. Men game women, women game men. Y'all game in that capacity. But whenever it's time to game somebody for your career, all of a sudden everybody wants to get all of this fucking ego. And you should have ego. There should be moments where your ego tap in and is like, you know what? I can't kiss your ass this much. Enough. I've had enough. I'm all right. I'm out. I'll do it another way. Trust me. I've had my moments. I've had my moments where it was like, yeah, nah, I'm not kissing your ass today. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, I needed to make that bread. I needed to have that job. I needed to do whatever I needed to do to get what I needed to get. It's a means to an end. Okay? Hold up. Let me read some of y'all comments because y'all look like y'all saying some smart shit in these comments. Hold up. You got to play the game. You have to game the system. It's life. It is what it is. Play the game with them. Yeah, you have to appear friendly, but behind the scenes, know the end goal. Pick your battles. I had to learn what you are saying the hard way. I got fired from a job, but it did work out in my favor because now I got the job that paid $30K more. I know that's right. And also understand that sometimes when things don't work out is because something better is coming along. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to be able to weigh your shit, man. You can't always be jumping off the porch with everybody. Okay, my logic is if you know they want something from you or need you, make sure you at least get something for you out of it. Absolutely. Oh my God, thank you for saying this. I've had this same conversation with coworkers. My saying to them is know the evil you work with. Thank you. No, for real. For real. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Know the evil that you work with, baby. Don't play yourself through. Hold up, y'all. Okay, so I need to take a little break right quick, right fast. But when we come back, we gonna finish. We having a good episode today, girl. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I hope you feeling it, bitch. I hope we feeling it. Okay, but y'all please just give me hold up. Y'all just give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right back.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay. All right. We're back. Okay, we're back. Okay. All right. Okay, did y'all like the video while I was gone? I hope y'all liked the video while I was gone, okay? But yes, y'all, let's get back into the topic at hand. So, Zoe, I do feel like when Zoe went to speak to Super Cindy, she was completely overly emotional. Like, you know, it just was too much to me. It was just really too much. Like, you're crying, you got the snot rolling down your face. No, I know you just picking up because she famous. You just pick it up because she famous. Yeah, bitch. Yes, absolutely. That's how this works. If I was Nicki, but you're not Nicki Minaj, Zoe. You're not Nicki Minaj, sweetie. Like that's the thing. That's what you're failing to understand. You are new. You are going to have to work for it. Like, I know it's so aggravating. I get it. When I was younger, I felt the same way. Why do I have to kiss your ass? I'm working my ass off. Why do I also have to kiss your ass? Like, it's too much. Why I got to do all of this? I get it. But at the same time, it is the way it goes. And you play the game until you get where you got to go. And then you get the fuck, man. Or until you get on a level where you don't have to do that anymore. And then you can give those people your ass to kiss. But you got to work for it, ma'am. Okay? And I really feel like the way you blew up on Super Cindy is like the... Girl, that is the exact reason why you didn't have a place to stay. For real. Like, you have to take some accountability in your situation. Like, you obviously have gone around crying and burning bridges because you see everybody as your mom. Everybody is not your mom. Sitting up there talking about she's supposed to be a queen, right? You're not supposed to make us feel like this. You really need to get that shit out of your head that anybody owes you anything. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you anything. The only person that owes you something is you. You're the only person that owes you something, Zoe. Nobody else owes you anything. You really need to get it out of your head that Super Cindy or Trina or anybody owes you this positioning that you wanted from them. Like, you need to get that out your head. You have not earned the stripes yet. You may be extremely talented, but if you don't learn how to check your fucking attitude and stop taking everything so personal, you're not going to get where you're trying to go. You're going to be like a lot of the rest of the people singing they shoulda, coulda, wouldas that never got where they were supposed to go because they thought their ego and making sure that they save face was more important than getting where they trying to go. And then they have all of this resentment and anger later. We don't like the way Trina treated you. We don't like that Trina has a stank ass attitude. But what you want from Trina, Trina does not owe you, and she doesn't have to give you if she doesn't want to. And you thinking that you can curse and fight with her fucking cousin who she views as a sister, and you think it's still gonna work out for you? Girl, no. Like, and then you're thinking that, oh, this is not about Trina. It's about Joy, the purse holder. Girl, that's that lady family. Of course, she's going to feel as if she can't work with you when you try to fight her family. Duh. And I understand that you don't have that connection to your family because your family dogs you out. I hope watching this show makes you realize how life is not fair. It's not fair. But the only thing that you can do is do what is best for you to get where you're trying to go. And then you need talking about, oh, this energy. Girl, you are not in control of your energy. You're not in control of your emotions. And you're very young. You're in your 20s, I'm guessing, right? Zoe's in her 20s. That's the reason why. When you're in your 20s, it's harder for you to control your emotions. It's harder for you to control your feelings and how you want to pop off. So I get it. But you need to do something in your life where you can just bring it down, take a deep breath, do what you have to do in the moment, whatever that is. And then when you get home, you can cry. You can cry. You can punch a pillow. You can fuck your little dude, whatever you need to do. Because, girl, when they hugged, I was just like, girl, not him looking like your son. Not him looking like your son, girl. That was funny. But, love is love. But I need to understand something. Because y'all saw she was living with her boyfriend, right? Because she was homeless. And Calvin, her little boyfriend, found them a place so that they wouldn't have to be homeless. And I was like, so where was he staying? Where was he staying before? So you had a man that you've been with for 2 years and you was homeless, and now you on this, TV show smiling in the camera like you fucking Suge Avery, okay? About how, oh, my man, he didn't want me to be homeless, so he got me a place. He got us a place because he wanted to make sure I was okay. He didn't want me to have to do it by myself. And y'all, I get it. It's so great to have a partner that will have your back. Trust me, I understand. But at the same time, something about that annoyed me. Because I feel like as a woman, if you think that people are going to continue to come in and save you, like, I don't know, Calvin. Calvin seems like a good dude, girl. He really do. But if Calvin didn't have nowhere to stay before this moment, I'm just kind of wondering, will y'all be able to sustain it? Will y'all be able to sustain it? You feel me? And it also makes me I don't know. It just makes me look at, y'all, it seemed like he was homeless too. How did he get the money? What's going on here? He seems smart, but I just kind of felt like you're with him for 2 years and y'all just not deciding to get a place when you on this show. I don't know, y'all. It's something about it felt like, okay, girl, keep your bags packed. All right? Like, as a woman, I feel like, girl, you're going to have to get a handle on your living situation. I'm trying to understand why, with you doing hair and hustling the way you do, you can't afford a place for you to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to understand. And the reason why I say that, it's not like no shade or nothing like that, because, girl, we go through hard times. But you look like you be working. So I'm just trying to understand why you can't afford, a little studio somewhere, a little studio apartment. You know what I mean? But I just don't like when women are already out here struggling and you go live with a nigga. And that's all cute and everything, but it's suspect. And I would rather you, be taking care of your own shit just in case. Yeah, have an exit strategy. Make sure that you know what I'm saying? It's given he was living with his mama. You know what I mean? That's what it's given. She already told us she used her money to fund her rap career. Yeah, that's crazy to me that you want to fund the rap career, but not a place for you to stay. Like, to me, I don't know what your rap career is doing for you, but I think at all times you need somewhere to stay. Miami is expensive. Oh yeah, I forgot they in Miami, not Atlanta. My bad. I forgot. Yeah. So that must mean that everybody's homeless in Miami right now. Because to me, it just kind of feels like, it feels like her priorities are fucked up. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Feels like her how you gonna put all your coin in your rap career and it was $2,800 for a studio in Miami. Section 8, anybody? Girl, rappers need a bed too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, girl. I'm gonna let Zoe figure her shit out. But I do feel like people be out here with y'all don't care about having a place to stay. Y'all asleep in y'all car. Y'all asleep on somebody's couch. As long as y'all can put forth whatever image that y'all want to put forth. Have y'all been watching Easter's little show on HBO? Well, Max. It's Max, not HBO Max no more. It's Max. Have y'all seen that? Issa Rae has like a little cartoon show. Something Love. I can't remember the name of the show, but we watched it on Max and it was really good. And there was an episode about this couple that really had their daughter living in a fucking van because they want to be able to eat steak and lobster and go buy expensive shit, but they don't want to pay for a home or a place to stay. Young Love. Yes. Young Love. Thank you. It's really good. It's a good little show. But it reminded me, like, it's crazy to me how people, you would rather like sleep in a damn car just so you can put on this look instead of making sure you got somewhere to stay. Section 8 lists long is a bit everywhere. Child. Section 8 is for people with children and disabilities. Okay, so they saying that Zoe ain't got no options and that's why she out here homeless. Child, listen. We are in a recession. Y'all keep raising prices, but ain't nobody raising no fucking pay. I understand. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. But that's why my ass would have left Miami or something. Like, bitch, I'm about to go live in Tampa or something. Okay, I'm about to go live in Fort Lauderdale. I'll be 30 minutes to an hour away. But I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not about to be out here with no place to stay. Like, that, to me, Crazy. That's just me though. So, hey, whatever she need to do for her to get by, but she didn't ruin her opportunity to be on this album with Trina and Super Cindy. So there's that. Flo and Gael. Y'all, I'm tired of Flo and Gael in the mobile. Okay, I'm tired of them. At the end of the day, like Flo told Gael, yeah, I went to the mobile, and the mobile said something about you being evil because, bitch, you are evil. Why you fucking your sister man? Something wrong with you. You're envious. You're jealous. That lady don't need you in her energy if you're gonna be like that. But Flo, I don't trust Claudia neither. Gael told Flo that she don't trust that little girlfriend of her. What, you a lesbian now? I don't trust. First of all, Gael, your apology was bullshit. You not really sorry for fucking Marlon. You're not. Thank you, Charnel Monet, for the super sticker. Thank you, love. Yeah, I'm sorry. Gael can go to hell. If I was Flo, I would not be messing around with Gael. I would not have her close to me at all. Get the hell out of here. And Claudia, I wouldn't trust Claudia neither. Claudia is giving cloud chaser. That lady said she didn't want you to tell nobody about y'all relationship, and you pop up at the club on some extra shit. I don't like her. I don't like Gael. I'm tired of them. Okay, y'all. Flo be over there flowing with the wind. I ain't mad at you, love. Do your thing, okay? Because your man was over there flowing with the wind. So if you want to flow with the wind, girl, flow with the goddamn wind, okay? But Gael, your life is in shambles. Thank you, Amber, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Your life is in shambles, Gael, because girl, your life is in shambles because of you. Like Flo said, you ain't never heard of karma. Let's be clear. Your son is back in prison because your son was doing illegal shit. Gael, what are you talking about? You out here fucking on your sister husband, okay? You got your little lesbian clique. You got a lot going on, Gael. It's given you wasn't focusing on your mothering when you should have been. So maybe your son is out here making bad decisions partially because of you. Okay, but then also because y'all live in Miami and it's giving child who got options. Niggas is out here doing the wrong thing because this is what they do where we live at. Okay? But Gael, girl, your life is in shambles because of you. You give that your priorities are fucked up. Okay? You give that you put bad energy out there when you go and fuck on your sister's husband. It don't matter if he a hoe ass nigga. You shouldn't have went and laid up on his meat. And then you gonna turn around and keep shit from your sister. You act like you hurt your sister intentionally because you jealous of her. Because she the prettiest sister or whatever bullshit you got going on in your head, Gael. I feel like you allow your jealousy towards Flo to dictate the way you deal with her. I think you do shit intentionally to hurt her. I think you so you can best her in your mind. I think that's what you do. And in all honesty, like I would have made you feel like, no, bitch, the mobile energy gonna stay the mobile energy until your energy change. Stay from around me. Okay, stay from around me. Also, Flo, your kids gonna always want mommy and daddy together. But so what? They'll be okay. Princess has her polka party. Amara gets there first. I really love when Amara wears like the soft, like, hair like that. That shit was cute. She asked, what's going on with Prink and Ray J? Because, they're going to back and forth me. Like, one minute you're like, oh, I hate him. And you're like, oh, but he still love him. You know what I'm saying? She was like, but, because I still love him. I'm just like, girl, Ray J must have real good dick. Even with that dad belly, Ray J must really poke well, okay? Because that's the only thing I could think of. It's the money too, but I feel like Prink could get the money from anybody. Ray J must have good meat because at this point, she could have moved on to any billionaire she was sitting next to down at them poker tables. Because understand that them rich people be loving to go sit down at somebody's poker table, girl. So Vanshay gets there. Vanshay says that she's stressed taking care of her baby all by herself because Richard doesn't help. Girl, your mama tried to tell you. But she didn't want to listen to her because you thought she knew better. I'm just saying. Your mama tried to tell you. But you out here fucking with crazy ass gunplay, I guess, trying to prove what?
Ain't no hole in my blood.
She was trying to prove she was about it.
Ain't no hole in my blood. No, see what you.
Girl, you stupid. We could have told you that nigga wasn't going to do nothing for you. We could have told you he wasn't going to help you. We could have told you he wasn't going to do nothing but scream and holler, beat your ass, fuck you, spend your money, and then go. We could have told you that. I think your mama tried to tell you and you was like, oh, she's trying to control me. Because you couldn't just go and get your own apartment and not get pregnant by a fuck nigga, right? An old ass fuck nigga that used to be a pimp. Can you please tell me on what level you thought that it was smart to go and be in a relationship with a nigga that used to be a pimp? Vanshay is over there, I feel like, getting her ass beat. And instead of taking it out on the person that's beating her ass, she wants to show up to this poker party and ruin it. Okay, especially when Eliza Rain show up, right? Eliza Rain gets there as Amara's guest, and Vanshay loses her shit. Cause how you gonna be making new friends when you ain't even fixed this friendship? Ma'am. Y'all are not in a relationship. She can have other friends and not work on her relationship with you. She can. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I know. Gunplay. Girl, get your fucking life together. Clean up on aisle 3. I cannot. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, girl, what? It was just crazy to me the way she, like, really had this possessive attitude towards Amara. And please don't get me wrong, y'all. I feel like Amara ain't shit. Like, Amara is not a good friend to anybody. Amara, whenever a dude comes around, it's like, bye girl, you know, onto the dick. Like, she's not a good friend. When shit get hard, she's not gonna be there for you. Like, that's absolutely true, Vanshay. But at the same time, why were you expecting that from Amara? It's so obvious that y'all hadn't spent that much time together. It's so obvious that you still had somebody like Shay. But see, I think you are mad at Amara because she distanced herself from you because of that whole shit with you and Gunplay, and you feeling a way about that. You mad at her for actually judging you for what you did. And I just want you to get over it. I want you to get over it because ultimately Amara is entitled to feel how she feels. But when you threw the drink and tried to fight her, that was given, I have all of this aggression because I have all this aggression coming towards me. I think Gunplay is over there punking the shit out that girl, scaring her, manipulating her, using her up, playing with her emotions, doing all of the pimp shit, playing with her mind, being abusive. And she's angry, but she's too scared to take it out on him. So she wants to take it out on Amara. Amara is an easy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? Thank you, Scholarly Talk on Life, for the super chat. Thank you. Okay, so we keep, hold up. So we keep Gunplay on the show with the one-time disclaimer about domestic violence. Where's the town hall on domestic violence, since it's a common theme of harming women on this show? Ain't it funny how they own, like, y'all, it's crazy to me how the only time they care about harming somebody on these shows is when they get backlash, first of all, and also when it's a black-white thing. Whenever all of the black people can sit down at a table and come to a consensus about something, that's what they're happy about. We're not actually thinking about the fact that y'all are allowing, you know, niggas who abuse their women and pull guns on them and their babies to continue to be on the show. But yeah, please fire Erica Mena for saying monkey. I just, you know, y'all know I feel like Erica should have been fired. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. Like, Erica is over there, you know, reaping what she gave out. Like, you want to be racist and, you know, throw out racial slurs and still get your money from black people? Bitch, you stupid. Especially when she got up there, girl. We gonna get into the roundtable conversation because Erica, not only do you look crazy, but you sound crazy too. I'm glad them people fucking fired you. I'm glad they fired you. You need to move on to a telenovela somewhere. But we know that they'll have you on Love and Hip Hop Miami next season because it's okay to be problematic in Miami. But in Atlanta, we ain't taking that shit. I guess that's the idea, MTV. We do the round table. We get a smart black lady to get up there. We talk. And then that's supposed to solve the problem. Meanwhile, Evelyn Lozada is still doing specials for Basketball Wives. Isn't she supposed to be coming back on a new season or something like that? I'm not exactly sure. But all I know is it's weird as fuck and it's not congruent for y'all to want to make a moment out of Erica Mena, but you ignore what's happened with Evelyn and OG. Like, the fuck? We still acting like that didn't happen? That happened. And I know it's probably because Shawnee is doing a lot of work to protect Evelyn over there. But yeah, it feels like y'all playing in our face with the round table a little bit, because even though I do feel like it was a good conversation had, I still feel like as a network, you're still working with Evelyn Lozada, and it's okay for a man to pull a gun on his woman and the baby and still come back the next season. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to air it, and I want them to air everything that happened. Don't get me wrong. They already shot it, and we want to see it, so air it. But I also feel like if we're going to be making a statement, make a real one. Don't be fake about it. And y'all be fake about it. Y'all make statements for the moment, and then y'all go back to y'all old fucked up ass racist ways of only caring when somebody says something about the adjacents. Okay? So it is what it is at this point. But it bothers me how y'all only want to be accountable on one end, you know. But yeah, of course, we're going to get into the whole Erica Mena situation. But let's continue on with Love and Hip Hop Miami. So after they got into the fight, Amara and Princess cry about the way Amara's baby daddy is a bum who doesn't help her. And her kids look just like him. And it's so hard for her. And Amara, I wish I could feel bad for you. I do. I wish I could feel bad for you. But you have such an indignation whenever people try to tell you shit. Whenever people try to tell you, hey girl, this ain't the way. This ain't the route. Don't do it. You get that. Don't tell me what to do. You're a hater like you did with Shay. Now, we all know that Shay has no room to talk because her baby daddy been playing with her emotions for over a decade and he has plats. So for God's sakes, she has no room to talk about, men. But she still was giving you the real. She still was giving you advice that you needed. She still was saying what the public was saying. Girl, Amara, no, not this way. Don't go this way. Don't go this way. Wrong road. And you was telling everybody they was jealous and hating on you and we should kiss you in Safari's ass. So now here we are and, you're crying about your bummy baby daddy. But the truth of the matter is he was always a bummy baby daddy and he was always never really there for you like that. He was in and out of your life then. He treated you like shit then. It was obvious and you still got pregnant for him. And this is my thing, women. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a single mother. I think that they have kind of conditioned everybody to feel like that's a bad thing. But I don't think there's anything wrong with being a single mother. In all honesty, I feel like it's just nature's way of putting you in a situation where you're supposed to be, which is in control. You're supposed to be in control of your situation. So if you have a baby and the nigga ain't shit and he leaves you and then you end up having to take care of those babies primarily by yourself, like most women do, even when they do have men, most women end up being the primary caregiver for their children, no matter if they're married or not. That is just the way our socialization is. Okay, fine. You need to understand that whenever you have children, you're going to be on your own. And that is okay. You need to have in your mind, who's your village? Who's going to help you? Can you pay for babysitters? Can you pay for nurses? Can you pay for help? If you can't pay for help, and Amara can pay for help, then do you have friends? Do you have family members that can help you? Can you really depend on your mother? Is she in the age range where she can actually help you with those kids in the way that you need? Those are things that Amara should have been thinking about, because never was the baby daddy giving her the energy that he was going to be there on a daily basis and help her with those children. So I just feel like women need to understand that these niggas are not going to be there to help you most of the time. And that is okay. You just need to make sure that you have what's in place to ensure that you and your children have the support that y'all need. But I feel like women really need to get out of this idea of thinking these men are supposed to be there to make your life easier, because a lot of them don't have the capability, and you don't seem to give a fuck about the fact that they don't have the capability before you get pregnant for them. So just understand that you're going to have a baby and it's going to be on you. And that is okay. And you don't have to cry about this bummy nigga who you knew was a bum not helping you, because you already knew he wasn't going to help you. Come on. Stop fucking fronting. You knew he wasn't going to help you. Don't be upset about it now. It's hard sometimes. Yes, cry about it being hard. But essentially, you need to be using whatever money you are making from real estate and all of that shit you're doing to get you a trusted list of nannies that can help you so you can have an easier time at taking care of those two children. That's what all of that working needs to be providing you. Help. Pay the nannies. Get the cameras all over the house. Have the apps on your phone. Make sure you do your checks and balances and get you some fucking help. But stop looking for men who have never shown you any real support to be supporting you. Stop it. Stop doing it to yourself. Stop shaming yourself. Stop guilting yourself about it. Women who have children, y'all are supposed to have had those children. Y'all are supposed to have children. It's okay to have children. A lot of times, these niggas are not supposed to be there to help you. It is what it is. It's okay. Stop feeling bad about it. Some of these niggas ain't shit. You knew they wasn't shit, but you wanted the babies. And that's okay. Bondy, you know they want to be mothers more than they think being a kept wife is attainable. And that's cool though. That's cool though. They do want to be mothers. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a mother and feeling like I want these kids regardless to what this nigga is going to do. Like, I think that's okay. I just think you need to be thinking about what your life is going to, set up for you. Okay? How you going to set it up so that you can get the help that you need. But ultimately, if you do want marriage, stop having fucking babies for these niggas before you get a ring. Like, I don't think having a ring is going to keep anybody. Please don't get me wrong. But if marriage and that whole fairy tale bullshit is what you want, then you need to act accordingly. Stop having babies for people before they give you what you want. Thinking that, oh, if I just do this, that's going to lock him in. No, it's not. It's only going to make him think that he doesn't have to give you what you want. That's all. That's all it's going to do. I'm just saying, do whatever you will. But I'm just saying, okay, make sure y'all get that energy supplement. Okay, that fat burner, bitch. Okay, get into it. So Eliza and her daughter. So I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I feel like we don't know Eliza enough for y'all to be like, just shooting us into the group chat with her and her daughter like this. Okay. But I guess because Miami Tip decided that she wanted to put it out there that Eliza's daughter has a mugshot and her son is going to school. Like, I hope you know that the guilt and the shame you feel on some level for being a stripper, like, that's yours to bear, but you don't get to like ignore your own guilt and shame from being a stripper and raising your son. Okay, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's all about mindset, y'all. It's really all about mindset. You got to do what you got to do. Women are going to have sex. Women are going to be sexual creatures, whether they are mothers or not. It's the situation. It's a mindset thing for me. Okay? But my issue with Tip is that you yourself have lived a life that some people may feel is shameful. Okay? I don't, but some people may. So for you to turn around and throw in Eliza's face that her daughter has a mugshot and your son is going to college, yeah, my girl, it's given, I don't know on what level you are jealous. I really feel like, Tip, you really are mad that she went and had a baby by Future. Even though it didn't work out good for her, it seems as if you are jealous of the fact that she went and had a baby by Future and now she doesn't have to be in a strip club anymore. Stevie, she doesn't have to be in a strip club anymore. Like, and yeah, Tip, at this point, you really should own a strip club, Tip. It doesn't even make sense that all you're doing is coming out with a book, still working in somebody else's strip club, when you really should be a madam at this fucking point when it comes to strip clubs. There are too many of you women that are strippers that I don't understand why y'all haven't decided to graduate from being a stripper to owning a strip club. I don't know why y'all don't graduate like that, but I think that y'all should. Like, I'm sorry. I think that you should graduate from being a stripper sometimes to being the owner of a strip club. Okay? I don't know why y'all don't move that way, but I think that's a viable option that y'all need to be thinking about. Also, I feel like I said, Tip, you gotta be jealous on some level, because for you to even say that shit was just unnecessary about her daughter having a mugshot. Like, so what? Everybody in fucking Dade County got a mugshot. What's your point? Why would you even bring that up? Especially to see her daughter cry about it because her daughter actually feels bad about it. Eliza met with her daughter, I guess, so that her daughter can speak her piece about it. But Eliza basically says she kicked her daughter out because her daughter was dating a boy that she did not approve of. And the boy ended up stealing some shit. And the girl, Shemia, gets caught up and she ends up getting arrested with the boyfriend. So How many times we gonna have to tell y'all that the boys y'all choose will end up fucking y'all lives up, especially when those boys are involved in illegalities, and you want to be the girlfriend, you want to be the lookout, you want to be the ride or die, and you gonna end up in fucking jail behind a nigga. If you want to do that, go ahead. And she seemed like she's still with the dude. She done went through this traumatic experience. The girl was crying and everything because she was like, it's not my fault. Yeah, it may not be your fault, but you're still in a relationship with this young man that got you in that situation. So now at this point, it is your fault. I want you to understand that. Okay? It's not the end of the world. But if you're going to continue to go down this path, it is. And Eliza, let's talk, sweetheart. Let's talk. Because I think that it's insane for you to think kicking your daughter out because she dating a boy you don't like is the right option. I don't get it. Like, I feel like on some level, Eliza's mama had to kick her out for wanting to be a fucking stripper, or whatever happened for you to be a stripper. You had to get kicked out too, right? Why do y'all always think kicking y'all children out on the street is going to stop them from doing what it is you don't want them to do? I hope y'all know that doesn't work. You only put them in more harm's way, and you only push them towards the person that you don't want them to be with. Because what did her daughter say? When you kicked me out, he was there for me. He listened to me. He heard me out. You too busy, I feel like, seeing your daughter going down a path that might be like yours. So all of your shame and your guilt that you feel about yourself, you project onto your daughter. And instead of being a safe space for her, you turn into her adversary. You kick her out. And now she has to go into his arms even more, creating that trauma bond, push-pull love dynamic with the dude even more, because now she feels like she has no one but him. And now he feels like, oh, I can really sink my teeth into the bitch now. Her mama done kicked her out. My advice, do not kick your children out unless they are putting you in harm's way. If you was gonna let them live with you, stop kicking them out because they're not doing what you want them to do. Because you're really not making the situation easier at all. You're not making it easier for them to make the right decision. You're making it harder for them to make the right decision. They need to feel supported. They need to feel understood, and they need to feel heard, and they need to feel like your love is not conditional. Okay? Now, for me personally, I kept my relationships away from my household for the most part, okay? But if my dad knew I was fucking with somebody like that, I don't think he would have kicked me out. He probably would have threatened to kill a nigga or something like that. You know, Eliza, you may not have that, you know what I'm saying, you know, the capability to act upon the situation in that manner. But as a mother, I feel like you just need to be there for your daughter as a woman and try to make her understand and kind of talk her through the moments. But y'all have to remember that y'all 18, 19, 20-something-year-old kids are not adults. They really don't know what they're doing. They think they know. They're running off of their hormones. They're running off of their feelings and their emotions. And I feel like instead of kicking her out, you need it to be more of a stability, more of a stable person for her. And the way her daughter explained the childhood, it sounds like you weren't there for her as a child. The grandparents probably raised her. She comes to you on the weekends and you got to strip, so you going to the club, meaning you're not putting in a lot of time with her. She's looking for emotional validation, finds a young man who provides that for her in some capacity. Now she's going to be at his whims because you couldn't provide any real emotional, mental, or home-like stability for her. So now kicking her out was not the route. And now you're bringing her on the show so that you can use her as a storyline. Eliza, the more I see of you, the more I'm starting to feel like Miami Tip may have been right about you, but Miami Tip, like the way you going about it doesn't make us look at you like you're any better. It kind of makes you look more like a hater than anything. But Eliza does look like an ain't shit person to me. I'm sorry. I know you want it to seem like you care about your daughter and all of that, but if you really want to show your daughter that you care about her, be there for her whether you are happy with her decisions or not. Can you do that? Can you be there for her whether you like her decisions or not? You may not like her little boyfriend, but you should really kind of be there for her regardless, so that, you know, you can provide her the support emotionally and mentally that she's gonna need, because eventually that boyfriend is gonna work his way out of her life. That's just how it happens. And she's gonna need to feel like she has somebody. And if she feels like she has you to come to, then she may not feel so desperate to cling to that relationship. Because if she feels like she has nobody, she'll feel desperate to cling to that relationship for fear of having no one. Because you're not really there providing any emotional or mental support. So yeah, Eliza, I'm gonna need for you to go check yourself into some fucking therapy so you can be a better mother to both daughters, not just the one you feel like you can start over with, but the one you've already damaged. You need to, because there's still time for you to fix that. There's time for you to fix Shemaya. So you need to work on being better so you can fix Shemaya, because I don't even like the fact that you feel like throwing her out was a viable option. It, like, as a growing up as a young bisexual woman, and I say that because in LGBTQ community, and y'all know I don't like to like claim communities like that. I just don't. I'm me. I do what I do. Because sometimes y'all as communities do too fucking much. Black people, gay people, all y'all do too much, and I don't always be agreeing with y'all. But at the end of the day, I am one. Okay, we are one. And in that, people would be kicking their kids out all the time because their kids were gay, or because the girls, like, you know, whatever the situation was. I had a homegirl whose mom kicked her out. They better now, but y'all really feel like kicking y'all kids out is going to do something, and it really only puts them in harm's way. It really only creates more of a stressful, traumatic situation for them. So they're not going to be able to make the right decision simply because you've now put the fear of withholding support from them. They're just going to go out there and try to figure out how to put that support on somebody else. They're not going to come back to you like, okay, mom, I'm going to leave my boyfriend alone. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to be there anyway. You're going to have to be there anyway. You're going to have to figure out another way to let life teach them the lesson, because you withholding support is not going to help them make better decisions. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Zoe goes to see Super Cindy. We talked about that already. Okay. So we can move on to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because it wasn't even really much to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The group. Hold up. Let me get my new graphic, y'all. Hold up. Make sure y'all like the video, because I feel like I'm, you know, we in here feeling it sacral. Okay. We is in here feeling today. All right. Thank you, K Journey, for the super chat. I'm mad at you because you're speaking to me directly in this moment. It's a good mad, even though I did everything you say. I recently washed my hands, but you still cussing me out. I was sorry. Y'all know how I can get. And the funny part about it is I can feel it when I'm doing it. That's why I keep going, because I could feel that I'm talking to somebody in the room that need to hear what I'm saying. Child, when you be having them gifts that really, you know, you could have been a preacher, but you was like, yeah, nah, I ain't trying to steal money from people like that. Anyway, so Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the group, okay? The group split up. And this annoys me about Love and Hip Hop, because they really be out here like, oh, the peaceful crew versus the drama crew. And I'm like, so Scrappy is a part of the peaceful crew? Is that right? Kurt couldn't even have a fucking conversation with Scrappy without him jumping off the porch. But somehow he's in the peaceful group. Y'all work on my nerves. Y'all work on my nerves. I'ma just say for real. Like, for real. Y'all work on my fucking nerves, because that shit don't make no sense. I really do feel like y'all be on some bullshit. Okay? Y'all really be on bullshit, making it seem as if the men are not the issue in the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? It's all Bambi. It's all her fault. You know, like that really annoyed me. Anyway, so Bam talks to Erica about the monkey comment on the phone. Okay, they getting ready to go and play with the pigs and shit. And so she's on the dock and she's trying to have this conversation before they ride to this island where the pigs are, right? And she says that Erica says that she doesn't remember, she blacked out, but she's sorry. Erica, I don't think you blacked out. I don't believe that. I think you know exactly what you were saying. I think in the moment it was the thing that you could grab that felt like it would hit the hardest. Because you're not smart. and you are racist. Okay, so this is what I need for everybody to understand. Internalized racism is not always done consciously. Internalized racism is subconscious. White people subconsciously think they are better. People that are closer to white subconsciously think that they are better. Okay, so even if they don't want to admit it, on some level, it is happening within them, whether we like it or not, because society reinforces it. Society reinforces racism, capitalism, sexism, because it is reinforced by what is happening around us and what we see. It's reinforced inside of us. You have to do a lot of mental work in order to not get wrapped up in how society wants you to feel about being black or black people. You have to make a conscious effort. And most people don't make a conscious effort about any fucking thing, especially not anything deep, especially not people with proximity to whiteness or whiteness. They do not do the work all the time that it takes to really unwrap themselves from that, because it's like a warm blanket on a cold day for them. Okay, to be protected by proximity to whiteness, to be protected by the ability to say I'm Afro-Latina when you have pissed off black people. Like, there is a safeness in it, and that is the reason why they refuse to acknowledge it. Because if they acknowledge it, then they have to be real with themselves and say, I'm not really better than you because I'm lighter. I'm not really better than you because I'm closer to white, but that's just what I've been taught. Yeah, no. Erica Mena doesn't want to do the work to unwrap herself from that, because her life is wrapped up in being a preference. Because at the beginning of her career, she ruined her opportunities with them white girls, the Kardashians. She had to come over here where black people would be more accepting of a preference that looks like her by way of the men, okay? The men accept these women. The men idealize these women. The men put these ideas into those women's heads that they are better than African-American women or black women who are ambiguous. You know what I'm saying? Not, child is, ambiguous, right? And unambiguous is when we can't tell what you are. Ambiguous when we can tell what you are. You know what I'm saying? So on some level, y'all, I have to check myself with the Spice situation, because I don't want to perceive Spice as being worse than she really is simply because she's dark-skinned. And guess what? I don't think I do. No, I don't. I think that I'm annoyed with Spice because of the way Spice acts with other people, and it has nothing to do with her skin tone. I also am not like some of the other people that was like, well, I mean, doesn't she look like a monkey? No, she doesn't look like a fucking monkey. What's wrong with you? No, she doesn't look like a monkey. There are some other black people I can think of that facial features look like some damn monkeys, but it ain't her. Okay? And there's some white people too. Okay, there's a lot of y'all out there that look like animals and shit like that. But we specifically talking about using that word against black people in order to dehumanize us and to make yourself feel better or to seem better, which is what the fuck Erica was doing. Racism. It doesn't matter. Your whole existence is an example of racism. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all, Spice is not one of those people to me. Like, her facial features don't look like no damn monkey to me. Okay? Now, 50 Cent. I've seen similar pictures. Okay? One of them white dudes that plays a demon on Charmed. Okay? Real crinkled up forehead. Sharp little eyes and shit. Hey. Okay? Some of y'all. Okay? Some of y'all. But different conversation for another time. Okay? Y'all really don't like 50 Cent. I don't like 50 Cent. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Mark Wahlberg, yes. Mark Wahlberg does. Yes, he does. Oh my God, that is such a good point. Ron Perlman, aka Hellboy. Yes, that's him. Wait a minute. Is he related to the short Perlman lady that used to be with Danny DeVito? Oh wow. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Some people do. And guess what? Most of those people are not black. Okay? So that lets you know how racism is some bullshit. Okay? Because they got a lot of motherfuckers that look like monkeys, and Spice is not one of them. So yeah, no, we're not going to use that excuse in this situation. It was racial. It was racial. Okay? Not about to do this with y'all. Perlman look like a damn Yeti. He do look like the Yeti. George Bush looks like Curious George. Oh my God, with the pointy ears. He really does, with the pointy ears. Because his ears, like, in the shape of his head. Child, listen, we could do this all day. Spice does not look like a fucking monkey. She doesn't. Erica looks more like, child, we ain't even gonna get into it. Remember Angel? You think Angel looks, I don't think Angel look like, child, don't even talk, girl. Y'all know I used to love me some David Boreanaz now. Okay? Used to love me some David Boreanaz. Honey, all the work Erica has done on her face, she's giving more monkey than Spice. Child, the body is the problem for me. The way her ass cheek is melting onto the seat. Not Ryan and Rhea aren't related, but don't they look alike on some slick shit? Child, it's weird. Jim Carrey be making his face look like that. That's not the same. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. Back to this racial conversation. Okay. Erica, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. Erica is a Latina woman that grew up in a Latina household that is racist. There are a lot of Latin, Asian, Indian, all of the other people of color have been raised to also internalize racism and view themselves as better than Black people. And if they do not do the work in order to unwrap themselves from that lie, they will continue to believe it. All of them. So when Erica and Evelyn Lozada reach for monkey when they talking about dark-skinned Black women or Black women in general, it's because they're racist. They are. They just feel like they're special amongst the niggas, which is why they get to come and be amongst the niggas when they are too Black or too ignorant for their ethnicity or nationality. Because that's what I think. I also think once y'all fuck with Black men, a lot of y'all own men sometimes don't want y'all anymore. Like, I think that happens. I think because that happens with the white women too. Y'all go have babies with Black men, and white men or the adjacent don't want you anymore. And so now you stuck with these niggas. Okay? Now you stuck with these niggas. Okay? Let's see. Where was I? Okay, Erica saying she don't remember. Bitch, yeah, you do. Erica has another scene with some big-breasted Black man who's holding her children. Her career is finally getting better, and now this situation with Spice. Erica watches the scene with her and Spice. She says she wasn't in her right mind. She's sorry. She's going to be apologizing for a while. It obviously came from an ugly place. Girl. Yeah, no. You holding the... See, I keep telling y'all, whenever people have their babies in scenes, sometimes I feel like they're trying to manipulate us. This is one of those times. Every time we see Erica, since she calls Spice a monkey, she's holding her fucking children, trying to make us, see those Black children next to her and feel like, no, baby, no. You are a white adjacent Latina, okay? You are not Afro-Latina, and you are not more Black than any of the other Black people on this cast. Suck a dick, okay? I understand how you may get to that point, girl, because the ancestry can be confusing. But ultimately, my good girl, you may come from us, but you are not of us. You just around us. And it's real annoying when you think you can be around us, think you're better than us, and then actually say that shit up out your mouth and think you're going to keep a job on networks called All Black and shows with all Black people. It's crazy. It's crazy that you think that would be allowed. You done turned yourself into a Kim Zolciak as far as I'm concerned. And I think the only reason people don't feel as angry with Erica as they felt with like Kim Zolciak, or really, because it's the same thing with Evelyn. Y'all feel like, and a lot of Black people feel like this, y'all feel like those people can't do anything to you. It's not the same thing as white people being able to go and get all of their white people with their pitchforks to come after you. You don't feel like the Latino people can really do that to Black people. But essentially, they can go and join in with those white people and do it to you too. So I want you to remember that everybody has their moment where they can just flip-flop back over to the whiter side and have all of those preferential treatments while still being able to come around, all of the Black people and act like they down and shit and get the societal, the leveling that being around Black people gives you, right? Because essentially black people are trendsetters. We tell y'all what's popping. Everybody steals from us when it comes to what is art, what is entertainment. All of those things really come from us. Style, all of those things, everything is always like taken from black people. It is what it is. Y'all see what we do, and then y'all take it, and then y'all do it yourselves, remix it, and act like y'all ain't never seen us do it. Y'all do that all the time. Erica Mena is no different, okay? It's no different. You come into this community, you take on, you wear your hoop earrings and your long nails and, my nigga, and all of this, and you think that you're the same as us, and you're actually not. And if you were the same as us, then you would have the sensitivity to not throw out slurs to us because you don't want to offend us, because you want us to know that we are in like. But you don't really feel like we're in like. You feel like you're slightly better around us, okay? And in the vicinity of us. You get to be slightly above us. Because if you were over there with the Latinas, you would be at the bottom. So over here with the black people, you get to be above because of colorism, because of being your proximity to whiteness, because you look foreign, even though you ain't no more foreign than any other black girl that's from New York, okay? Fuck out of here. But anyway. The drama crew feeds the pigs. Jessica doesn't think the pigs are happy. Child, Jessica is hilarious. Okay, because Jessica, Jessica's the type of I'm not gonna say that. Okay. What I'm gonna say is animals need discipline. Men need discipline. To me, there's a connection between the way she viewed those animals. Why do they have to fight for it? Why do they have to work for it? Why do they have to work for it? That's what Jessica was saying about the men who were making the pigs do what they wanted to, them to do with the food, right? They kind of like hold it away from them and all of that. It is a way to train the mind, right? Why do you have to work for it? That's exactly the reason why you was in that situation with Nick Cannon. Because in your mind, why do they have to work for it? Because if they don't have to work for it, they'll just take advantage. That's why they have to work for it. That's why. Because men are like animals. Okay? Men are like animals. They will take advantage if you don't make them work for it. So that same mindset that those men had with the pigs, that's the same mindset you need to have with these niggas. So you can stop getting your emotions played with the way they do, Jessica. Because you always walking around like the little weakling, and I think that's why. But yeah, so hold up. Let me continue on because I don't want to get off kilter. So Bam, Sierra, and Spice try to talk, and Spice was really annoying me in this scene because she refuses to see her calling Bam fake was the issue. She keeps acting like Bambi triggered her when Bambi said, "Who the fuck you talking to?" And I'm like, you called her fake first, and you called her fake a number of times. To act as if you don't understand, keep talking about y'all don't want to talk about how she triggered me. Ma'am, you said something to her in order for her to say, "Who the fuck are you talking to, Spice?" You did. And your refusal to see, hear, and understand that is a part of the problem. You're always the victim. To me, I feel like essentially the race thing is the only difference. But Spice and Erica are very much doing the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Playing victim and hiding their hand. That it feels the exact same way to me. Okay? Jessica tries to talk to Spice, but she says that they are starting, after the trigger, if Bam asking who the fuck was Spice talking to, and, I'm going to walk away. And the way she talked to Jessica as if she never met her before, Spice is just mad disrespectful to me. I think Spice wants people to kiss her ass. And it's annoying that you feel like other grown people should have to kiss your ass just because you've done so much in your career. Like, I get it, but these are people that are around people all the time that have done great things in their career. Nobody feels like they have, always like I'm sorry to say it, honey. You're not Beyonce. Like, and even there are some people that's not gonna kiss Beyonce ass. So I feel like just the idea of you expecting people to always be kissing your ass because of what you've gone through in your life is insane. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, the only person that owes you anything is you. You're the only one that knows everything you've been through. But when she constantly grandstands with that shit, it annoys me, okay? So they enjoy the Junkanoo band. I think that's what it's called, Junkanoo. Anyway, Sierra apologized to Scrappy for coming at him the way she did. Spice apologizes to Bam for all the hurtful things she said because she was already mad, meaning that you were doing what we all thought you were doing. You were acting away towards Bam and Sierra based on their connection with Erica, and that's what they were saying from jump, and you were wrong for that because essentially they didn't do it. They didn't say anything to you, and I don't believe that Erica told Bambi and Sierra that she called Spice a monkey on purpose because you knew that your black friends would probably feel a way about that, so you didn't tell them. Like, I believe that they didn't know until, you know, they were probably on their way here and they're getting downloaded on everything that's been happening, okay? What else? Okay, so the part where Sierra apologizes to Scrappy. She said that's really her brother. I don't feel like Scrappy is really anybody's brother. I don't think Scrappy really cares about any of these women like that, especially if he cannot use them. I don't think he really cares about them. I just think that he needs validation, so he doesn't want people to be angry with him long term. Like, once he calms down and he stops being mad, he doesn't want any of those women or those people to not like him because he needs validation. Okay? But outside of that, there's one part of me that was happy that Sierra apologized because she was doing too much getting involved in people's business. Yeah, okay? But I also feel like he should have apologized to her first because I feel like he's the one that forced the confrontation. I don't care what anybody's talking about. She was not talking to him. She was talking to Mama D because Mama D is the one that excites all the bullshit. And he decided to come jump in that lady's face and have this confrontation with her because he feels like everybody is taking Bambi's side. And he wants to argue with everybody that thinks, you know, that Bambi was the right one. And so I just kind of feel like essentially I'm glad that they were able to make nice, but I don't think Sierra should think that Scrappy is really her friend like that. I don't think that she should feel like, oh, that's my brother. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't. I feel like he is just a man that you are in proximity to. He does not care about you. He barely cares about himself. You see the way he treated his ex-wife. So to me, I just kind of feel, you know, and his issues with his mom are so deeply rooted. Scrap is never going to treat women with the respect that they are deserved because he thinks that everybody owes him something because of what happened to him in his childhood. So yeah, I just kind of feel like I just wish she would have learned and kind of kept her distance. But you know, oh, you want to be brother and sister and all of this stupid shit, that's fine. But if the apology meant to just kind of kill the negative energy, I understand it. And I'm glad that she did it for that fact, you know what I'm saying? To kind of just squash it, but not because I feel like she should have apologized first. Okay. And that's just me, but I get it. As a Gemini, we are soft-hearted people. Once we stop being mad, we're quick to just let some shit go because we don't like the negative energy. So I get it. Okay. But moving on, Rashida tries to talk to Spice about Carly. Y'all, let's talk about this Carly and Spice situation. I feel like Spice just wants to be mad at Carly, and I don't think that anything she has said thus far makes sense. Like, I don't, like, okay, so you said she was trying to single black female you. She moved in the same neighborhood as you. She moved across the street from you. You was mad about it. So she didn't move into the house. She just rented it out. Then she rented it out to do a music video for somebody. And you're mad about it, talking about your daughter can't even go outside because there are men outside smoking and all of this. And I'm like, you mean like in Jamaica? You mean like in Jamaica? And since when are your kids here? Because your kids are always going back to Jamaica. So since when are your kids here in Atlanta? Or are they only here in Atlanta when you're not here in Atlanta? Because it's funny that your daughter is in Atlanta right now and you're in the Bahamas, okay? But then the last time we saw you, your kids were only there for a moment and then they were going back to Jamaica with your mom. So I'm just confused. But to me, I feel like, girl, anybody in your neighborhood is a fucking stranger. Anybody in your neighborhood is a stranger. All your daughter had to do was go inside and then go into her backyard. Considering the fact that y'all live in a cul-de-sac, what it looked like to me was Spice stays here and Carly stays over here. Meaning that if your daughter is in y'all backyard, then she don't have to see nobody across the street. So I feel like Spice is on bullshit. I do. I feel like you on bullshit. What's even more annoying about Spice being on bullshit is the way Kirk and Rashida defend her bullshit. I would, this where my kids grow up. This what, fuck your kids. I hate to say it like that because you should be about protecting your children, but you don't get to dictate who moves into your neighborhood unless they are somebody on a sex offenders registry list. You don't get to dictate who moves into your neighborhood, and anybody that moves into your neighborhood is probably going to be a fucking stranger. And so you were mad when it was somebody that you knew who was moving close to you, and now you're also mad that she's renting it out to strangers. I need for you to fucking pick a struggle. To me, it feel like you just want to have an issue with Carly. You want to beat up on Carly. Carly is an easy target, and so you just going to keep unleashing all of your anger on Carly because you know Carly's not gonna fight you back. It's just really annoying to me that Rashida and Kirk are always on the wrong side of some shit. They really annoy me with the fact that they always defend the bully. They just always on bullshit to me. Like, in my opinion, okay? Anyway, then Spice said that she wanted to hit Carly because because Carly was playing victim with Rashida and Yandy. Yandy, please stop trying to force the situation. Yandy was really trying to force Carly to go and talk to Spice, which annoyed me. Please fucking stop. I know that you want to be Yandy Luther King, and that's great for you, Yandy, but sometimes let it the fuck go. Rashida already went and talked to Spice, and Spice told her that she doesn't want to talk to Carly. So let it go. Why do y'all keep wanting Carly to get beat up on by fucking Spice? So all she said was she's not receptive to me. She doesn't want to talk to me. So I just want to leave it alone. I'm tired of trying and her treating me badly. So I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't understand what about that pissed Spice off. That's what has happened. So cameras go down at some point and she tries to hit Carly or hits Carly, tries to attack Carly. It was just like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're attacking Carly for what exactly? Like, I'm so confused. Like, you didn't want her to live in the house, so she rented it out. Like, in all honesty, she should have moved in that house and told you to kiss her fucking ass. Get a gate, bitch. Okay? Get a gate. But I won't be coming over here, but you're not about to tell me where the fuck to live. If I want to live in this neighborhood, and I understand, like, oh, I told you I didn't, like, why does Spice think she gets to dictate where Carly moves? Like, that's crazy to me that you even felt like you could dictate where that lady moved to. Girl, fuck you. If that lady wanted to move into your neighborhood and I tell you about it, like, that's her prerogative. If you don't want to deal with Carly, don't deal with Carly. But you can't tell Carly where to live and how she should rent out her house. You doing too fucking much. And Rashida and Kirk, I really wish y'all would just move on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Rashida and Kirk need to graduate to Real Housewives of Atlanta and get the fuck off this show. Because I feel like they're always trying to be the voice of reason, but their reasoning skills don't be reasoning to us. So let them go over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta and be over there where they can be boring and we won't care. But I feel like over here, they be boring and then they only want to say something when they picking a side. And I'm great, pick a side, but it's annoying that y'all are picking Spice's side. I think it's really a situation where Spice is the more famous person. She's the more valuable person to y'all. So that's whose side y'all are going to pick. Also, we know that Carly has her bullshit with her. So Kirk and Rashida have been through it with Carly being messy. We know, we got it, okay? But in this situation, Grace hauling off and hitting that fucking lady out of nowhere when that lady ain't even doing nothing to her is annoying to me. Shekinah, because Carly always doing something behind somebody's back. Bitch, tell us what she did then. Tell us what she did, because moving across the street is not enough for me. I'm sorry. These hoes been working together all these years. This lady move across the street and you act like you can't close your door? You act like you can't lock your door? That don't make no damn sense to me. Okay? Let me read what y'all saying. Thank you, Miko Spice, for the super chat. Kirk and Rashida never liked Carly, which is the only reason they sided with Spice. But Spice needs to not only need therapy, but needs to take a break from the cameras. I'm proud of Carly staying chill. No, for real. Like, Spice is doing way too much to me. Like, it don't even matter how you slice it, okay? It's almost given that whatever is going on between Carly and Spice, it's got something to do with fucking. Okay. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. It's giving somebody was fucking, I don't know whether it's Carly and Meta or Carly and Spice, girl, I don't know. But let's go ahead and move on to this round table discussion. Can y'all like the video for me, please? I would appreciate it if y'all would like the video, and not be stalkers and haters and shit. Support the content. Like the video. Like the video. Okay. So the colorism conversation. I'm going to say that I appreciate them bringing in the doctor. What's the doctor? Dr. Sarah Webb. I appreciate them for bringing her in to, control the conversation and to give nuance to the conversation. So I'm going to read through my notes. We're going to talk. So Sierra tells a story about being left at the bus stop by a bus driver because we was talking about our experiences with racism. And I thought it was crazy that Spice was laughing it off and saying that, oh, Sierra, you were just late. I feel like for somebody to be the subject, right, of the whole racial situation and them to not have any sensitivity towards other people's racial experiences is quite annoying to me. So when Spice first reaction to Sierra saying how she felt as a child was for Spice to laugh and tell her that, oh, Sierra, you were just late. It was very dismissive. And you could tell that Sierra then felt the need to defend that was a moment that was traumatizing for her. And you know what's so annoying to me about what Spice did? When we were kids, y'all, we were very receptive to people's energy towards us. And I think a lot of us as kids picked up on white teachers or white people not liking us as little black kids. They didn't always have to say it. They didn't always have to do anything. But I very much so felt like I grew up feeling from administrators, from teachers, because I had all white teachers at some point. I felt the ones that liked us, that really wanted to be different and didn't want to create separation. And then you felt the ones that really didn't want you to get too close, that felt like you were the black kids. Like, you feel those things as a kid. And so when Sierra was telling that story at the beginning and Spice laughed it off, that shit started off the situation annoying me, because it's like, how are we supposed to come to the table respecting Grace's feelings about all of this shit when she doesn't even give that same energy to the other people at the table? So that was the first thing that I peeped that annoyed me. But okay. Yandy speaks on sending someone white to handle certain things in business because it makes it easier, even in Atlanta. I understand that. That's a real thing. Yandy says that it's embedded in the system, even though our culture is idolized. That's very true. I told y'all it's embedded. It is subconscious at this point. So when you think that people are not acting out internalized racism and all of that type of shit, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. It's a system that we live in. It is literally put in, like, it's injected into the system in so many different ways, in schools and shopping and how to buy a house and banking and in media and entertainment. The racism is all over the place. It's injected everywhere. Stop thinking that people are not acting off of their natural biases when they are, okay? They really, really are. Sierra says that she's not respected at the bank until they log into her account. We understand that. They probably think she's a fucking stripper because of her aesthetic, but she's not. But that's probably, it ain't nothing wrong with you being a stripper, girl. But you know how they disrespect people who they feel like are sex workers or beneath them. They look a certain way, then you're not going to respect them, even though they make money. And as soon as you see how much money in their account, then everything changes. That's bullshit. Even when advanced economically, we are still treated less than. Jay-Z been telling y'all that. Yandy speaks on darker skin tone black people having a hard time trying to get jobs, trying to get housing, and also trying to be seen as innocent until proven guilty whenever something, illegal happens or somebody ends up in court. It's harder for darker complected people to not be, held accountable regardless to whether they are guilty or not. All true things. Okay. Y'all know Yandy Luther King be down there with Tamika Mowry and everybody for the, for the justice, for the rights. I appreciate Yandy for that. I always do, even though she work on my nerves. So anyway, they rewatched the tape of Erica and Spice. Spice has her head down like she's ashamed. It seemed performative to me. Because anybody that was watching that scene, the moments where Spice was going in on Erica was still potent, y'all. It still, to me, was fucked up. It still was like Erica has this moment where she's looking around like, what the fuck? Like, y'all, I am glad they fired her. Like, but I'm still in the emotions. Honestly, watching that scene, you still feel like Spice was completely out of pocket in that moment for saying what she said. And she's acting like she felt ashamed, but I don't think she's really ashamed. I think that was performative of her as well. The putting the head down, this shit, I'm sorry, it felt performative. I don't know if I feel like because she makes excuses too. Like, she turns around and says things like, oh, everybody else has made comments about the parenting. Yeah, okay, but it still was fucked up. And your refusal to admit that was fucked up, but then act as if you're ashamed, makes me feel like you don't really feel ashamed of the situation. That's why I said her and Erica are a lot alike, because I feel like they were both wrong, right? Neither one of them is really sorry. I don't think Spice is sorry for saying what she said to her, and I don't think Erica is sorry for what she said to Spice. The problem is Spice spoke directly to you, Erica. You spoke to all of the black people when you called out the monkey shit and started doing ooh, 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 okay? Yeah, bitch. That was your fatal mistake. And that should not be okay when you making your money off black people, bitch. Like, it shouldn't. But they are both doing the same thing regardless. Okay, it's just that Spice ain't being racist. Jock believes that Erica is aware of what she says and what she does, and I agree with Jock. But also I think, Jock, you understand because you hear all of the niggas with the preferential talking to the preferences, right? Telling them that they're better, telling them they're more attractive, the foreign, it's in the songs, it's in the music, and then the black women, we internalize this. We internalize not being desired by our own men. Okay, own men, because I don't claim you niggas. I'm just telling y'all. Like, we up the same ethnicity and the same nationality as African American people or as black people, you know. But I don't claim all of y'all as a whole. I only claim the ones that I fuck with, and that's just what it is. I'm sorry, I just don't. But Jock was right. You know what I'm saying? Jock pointed out the fact, and I'm glad that he said this. But even though he pointed out that the women are responding to what the men are saying, he still put a lot of onus on the women eventually when he's talking about, oh, why black women don't wear their natural hair, why they contour their noses in their faces. For the same fucking reason, okay? For the same reason that the men like foreign women and all of that, that's the same reason why the black women feel the need to fix themselves into what the men want. We live in a patriarchal society. We live in a male-centered society where what the men want matters most. And so the women are fixing themselves, or like we like to say, bending themselves into a fucking pretzel to be, look like, and embody whatever the men want. That's why I tell y'all, stop being male-centered, because these niggas don't know what they want. And a lot of the times, what they want is not for your betterment, and it's not your problem. You need to be who you are and receive who is wanting of you. Not trying to make yourself, yes, Lil' Kim and all of the rest. Yeah, assimilation. Jock, I also need for you to understand, and everybody else, we don't assimilate because we wanted to. We assimilate because we had to. There's a difference, okay? White people like, in others, Kardashians, yeah, y'all like to take on black traits and y'all want to look like black women, but y'all don't want all of the stresses and the problems that come with us. And then people in our community invite you in and give you tickets to the fucking cookout and all of that shit. If you fit a certain black aesthetic, that's all bullshit, y'all. That's all bullshit. And we do need to stop doing that. You are not black just because you on black dick. You're not black just because you wear hoop earrings and long nails and click your neck when you talk. Like, please fucking stop. But understand that when they do it to us, they are literally trying to erase us. When we assimilate in white culture, is because that is what we needed to do, because we live in a white culture. If our hair isn't straight, we're deemed as unprofessional. People email the girls, the black girls on the news that had the balls to wear, or the clit, the big clit energy to wear their natural hair. People dog them out, send them hate mail. I know it because I've watched it happen with my own eyes. The black girls wear their natural hair at the news station one day, and then all of a sudden they got all this fucking hate mail calling them monkeys and niggas and wishing death on them because they had the gumption and the self-love to present themselves the way they are. We do have to talk about the way a lot of black women don't want to wear their texture of hair. They want to look like somebody else. They want to have, some other person's texture of hair. Yeah, that's a real thing, y'all. That's a real thing. It's levels to this shit. It doesn't mean that you hate yourself completely as a black woman, but understand where that shit come from. It doesn't come from, oh, we just wanted straight hair because it was easier. No, that's not true. That's not true. It may be easier for you now, but in all honesty, that's bullshit. Everything we do to assimilate to white culture happened out of force. Force. There were laws written so that we could not braid our hair or do the things that we would have done in our culture with our hair because it was seen as making us exotic, and they didn't want us to look exotic. They didn't want us to be beautiful because it's harder to abuse people who you find beautiful. So no, don't braid your hair. Look as ugly as possible so it's easier for us to abuse you and view you as a fucking animal. So yeah. A lot of, y'all know I'm about to start my locking journey soon. Okay, in December when I come back from Ghana. All right. And me personally, I feel like, in this day and age, do whatever the fuck you want to do that makes you feel beautiful. But at the end of the day, you know what I didn't like as a young black woman? I did not like when I took out my weave and I felt less beautiful. I don't like that. That's why I had short hair for so long. Everybody that felt like, oh, you can't, because niggas out here in New Orleans are ignorant. They think if you have short hair, you can't grow hair. No, I can grow hair. I just don't want to. I don't want to because I'm tired of being viewed as beautiful because of hair. Okay. I also don't want to have to deal with the maintenance of my hair. So it was easier for it to be short. And I like blonde hair because I like the way it look on my skin tone, not because I want to look like a white woman. So there's a difference. There's a difference. Okay. And there are levels to this shit. But I always felt like I wanted to feel and look beautiful for who I am naturally. So I will be in that space. I'll get up here with no makeup on. I'll get up here with my short hair and all of that because I'm beautiful regardless. And no motherfucker out there is going to make me feel like I don't look beautiful as I am naturally. I have to fight that within my mind, and I'm damn sure going to fight that shit on my platform. So I just want to say that I do think that all black women should make a conscious effort to be able to love themselves for what they look like naturally, to feel attractive in that, to wear it, to walk around outside in it, so that you can know how beautiful you really are and that you don't need all of these things. Yes, we want to adorn ourselves. We want to make ourselves as beautiful as possible. We want to look, as great as we can look, all of that shit. But I really need for you to be able to do that. And then also I need for you to be able to feel that same way about yourself, even when you don't have all of that on. Okay? Work on that. Work on it. All right? What else is going on? So they discussed the history of being called a monkey. Yandy said, I've gotten mad and wanted to fight, but I never wanted to reach for a racist comment because you're not racist. Black people have a sensitivity to that. We don't, like, for instance, like they're the only racial slur I could think of, when you call Asian people chinks, that's disrespectful. I don't even want to say that. We'll say chinky eyes, but we stop saying that. But it really means slanted eyes. Just say slanted eyes. The eyes are slanted. It's fine. And it don't even mean just Asian people. Black people have slanted eyes. Child, whatever. Okay? But it's also considered an attractive trait. So it's so weird when people try to act like it's the same thing when it's like, no, being called a monkey or being called ugly has a negative connotation for it. But when you describe something that is, a facial characteristic of a certain ethnicity, it doesn't always mean negative. Okay? And there's a difference. That's why it used to be annoying to me whenever like people of color would try to check us on shit, because it's like, this is something that we say that, it is kind of like an Asian people thing, the chinky thing, but it's not negative. Okay. Yeah. Not like calling you ling ling or thinking you're going to suck somebody's dick just because you do nails. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. But we try, us, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about all black people, but those of us that are conscious of these things try to be conscious of them because we don't want to offend other people. We don't want them to feel how we've been made to feel. But we also need for y'all to stop, acting like it's the same thing when the things that refer to us are negative, but the things that refer to y'all are positive. But because it's been aligned to your ethnicity, you can now act like it's the same thing, and it's not. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out because y'all do be doing that, and that annoys me. But essentially, we do all want to respect everybody. Okay. So, where was I? Yandy. Oh, Spice says that they are painting her as the aggressor because of her skin color. No, we're painting you as the aggressor because you are the aggressor. Because you are the one that started out the conversation going to hell. Okay? But Spice is happy that she exposed the racist. Spice, you didn't expose shit. Anybody that was paying attention already saw Erica Mena for who she was. But I do feel like y'all made it easier for the network to no longer ignore her racism. And it did kind of feel like it was intentional. And I'm still not mad about it. But I'm kind of annoyed that we keep giving Grace places to stand on for her grandstanding. You know what I'm saying? Like Spice keeps getting these spaces to stand on so she can act like she didn't do anything wrong or that she came out victorious in this situation when essentially, bitch, you still were the aggressor. Regardless to skin tone, you were the aggressor. You were. Yandy speaks on stepping on each other like crabs in a barrel. She talks about when she went to Ghana and she went to the slave dungeons, which I'm going to do, and talking about that tight space and how when they would throw food in for them to get, like, you treat animals as bad, but you throw in food for the slaves to get, and they climb over each other. So only the strongest of them could eat. Okay. And everybody else is dying. And then you got to like stay in there with dead bodies and feces. Like it's ridiculous. It's the most disgusting, deplorable treatment ever. But let's remind everybody how barbaric humans are, especially Caucasian humans, especially those that came up out them fucking mountains. Barbaric. They're barbaric, which is why things were done that way. And essentially, people of that time were way more barbaric than we are now. Y'all need to go read up on some of the kings and queens and the people pre-slavery and during slavery time when they still were a lot of black African kingdoms that were in slave trade. Them people was killing their own family members to be kings and queens and shit like that. It's all barbaric. Please understand that, okay? Because people will say shit like, oh, your own people did this to you. And it's like, y'all got to understand that in Africa and pre-slavery or, and during the beginning stages of slavery, nobody's viewing themselves as the same. Like, just because we black don't mean we the same. Okay, we're the Igbo. Okay, there are the Nigerians or whatever the other, the other ethnicities in Africa. Because we have been washed down to just black, everybody forgets that the black people in Africa came from different countries, different tribes. They did not view themselves as the same. And eventually they started to see what was happening and hear back. And then, that's why it eventually had to end. I hope y'all know that shit didn't just end because white people decided that it was over. No. It ended because people continuously kept fighting. People were continuously fighting for hundreds of years. In Africa, they were revolting. And over here, they were revolting. And in South America and in Brazil and all of those areas, they were revolting. People were constantly and consistently revolting against slavery once they recognized what was going on. It took a long time, y'all. It took a long time for them to even realize what was happening. The Portuguese because the Portuguese was like one of the biggest slave traders at the beginning of the slave trade, 1500s, right? They already had relationships with certain African kings and queens. These people knew each other for years during trade before slave trade happened. So you have to understand that the Portuguese might have had a relationship with an African king for 30, 50 fucking years of them trading back and forth. And then we trade the people who we catch in war. We catch them, we sell them to y'all, y'all give us whatever we need. It wasn't until like time set in that you started to realize, wait a minute. So they just taking everybody that look like us over there and treating them like shit and calling them black. What? nah, but that's my homeboy. Like, we've been knowing each other for years. My daddy and his daddy was cool. Like, you got to understand. Like, because I feel like people look at the history of it and they think about the history of it in the mind frame of a person now, instead of thinking about it in the mind frame of a person in that time that does not have the internet, that doesn't have a phone, that only gets messages from other places through travel that sometimes takes months and years. Like, you know, by the time people realized what was going on, y'all, they were stealing people. They were stealing people, y'all. It wasn't just, oh, we're selling our slaves to them. They were coming in the middle of the night and kidnapping people. The slave trade happened in so many different ways, y'all. It wasn't just one way. It was so many different ways that they infiltrated and made the slave trade happen, okay? So essentially, it's a thick, long-ass history. It will behoove people to go and read books, okay? King Leopold's Ghost. King Leopold's Ghost is a really good book to read about the slave trade that I think gives a really great perspective on what was happening, because I really don't think people understand it. I don't. I think even Black people today, you really don't get it. You know, when I hear them say certain things, you know. But shout out to Yandy, because I feel like Yandy is always somebody that's always trying to gain more knowledge and do her ancestors justice, and I appreciate her for that energy. They speak on the difference between the N word and the monkey word. And, you know, they were talking about, no, because Black people have never made the monkey word. And I'm like, child, New Orleans people probably the only people that will hit you with your monkey ass. But it's in our minds, nobody's thinking about racial monkey. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure that that's where that comes from. New Orleans people, whatever negative things people said about us, we just adopted the words and just started saying them to each other, but then taking away the hate towards each other when we say it. You know what I'm saying? Monkey ass. Like, we might show monkey ass. Like, people say that in New Orleans all the time. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. But it doesn't feel the same. And I know, because it's intention, y'all. It's intention. It's who's saying it. Everybody act like none of those things matter, but it does. Nobody wants to hear racial slurs from people that are not inside you know what I'm saying? Not inside the ethnicity. Nobody wants to hear that, okay? There are other ways that we as Black people disappoint ourselves within the community, but those words aren't really, you know, those words. But either way, we don't use monkey like that. We don't use it the same way we use the N word, my nigga, my nerve, my jelly preserve, all of that shit. It's not the same, okay? But essentially, the energy is what it is. I don't think we really, amongst ourselves, amongst Black people, I don't think we should be fighting over words, okay? Our issues are deeper than words, as far as I'm concerned. But when it comes to the way other people outside of our dynamic treat us, I think we should be on one accord. I think we should be on one accord. You can't say it, period. I don't give a fuck. You can't say it. You can't say it, and you better not call me no fucking monkey, okay? Don't play with me. I don't give a fuck, okay? They even talked about how in New York is different because the Black people and the Latina people live in such close proximity, and there's a lot of mixture, and there are Black and white Latinas. There's a mixture, and some of those Black and white Latinas can be in the same family. So a lot of the times there's a crossing over that happens in New York, whereas in the South, it wasn't like that. In the South, that shit was not allowed, all of that cross mingling and talking amongst each other in that way. I also say Black ass and not in a lot. Yeah, we say Black ass too, which is Black, but it's not derogatory because we're all Black. You don't say it like, you don't think about Black as a dark skin color when we're all Black, when we say that to each other, you know? And there's a lot of, like I said, internalized racism, colorism, all of those things, which is why you should always be checking your vocabulary, because words do matter. But essentially amongst Black people, I feel like we hurt each other in so many other ways that's not about the words. You know what I'm saying? We hurt each other by being treasonous. You know what I'm saying? By putting other ethnicities ahead of our own and saying other ethnicities are better. But that's of no fault of our own, in all honesty. You know how hard it is for Black people to break themselves from these chains that are constantly being reapplied? You know what I'm saying? I think, it's very hard for us because the things are constantly being reapplied. The N word in the music, the way we talk to each other, the way we relate to each other, the history of it, the way we still like old shit. Like, it's just hard for us to break out of some of those things. It is what it is. But I think it starts with you. I think it starts with loving who you are as a person, as a Black person, knowing as much as you can about your history so that you can identify when people playing in your face. You will not let the same mistakes repeat over and over again if you know your history. A lot of y'all don't know y'all history. So a lot of the same entrapments, the same trappings happen over and over and over again because nobody knows the history. Niggas getting wrapped up and getting guns and shit from the Europeans is the reason why a lot of us got sold and shit like that for goods. Like, you got to try to unwrap your mind from these things, but it comes with knowledge. And a lot of people don't like to read. Y'all don't like to watch shit that enriches your understanding of it. You want to remove yourself from it because it's painful. You know what I'm saying? But in that, you leave yourself open to being taken advantage of. And I think that a lot of the people on these reality shows, the Black people specifically, y'all have now seen how y'all get taken advantage of when y'all don't know y'all history and when you don't have the knowledge that you need. Okay? Other nationalities, other ethnicities of people not going to play with y'all the same way. They expect Black people to just be like, oh, it's cool. No, it's not cool. And everybody need to get real strong about their stance on that shit, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? We see more of Yandy and Erica's conversation. Erica was not trying to be educated by Yandy. Erica was not trying to be better in the moment. She was defensive. She still wanted to say what she said was okay because she was so mad at Spice. And then she gave that very performative apology by way of a publicist. Spice says that, she can't take accountability for Erica's choice of words. And she's not. Listen, if there's one thing that is not Spice's fault, is that Erica chose to call her a monkey. Now, it's, your fault that the energy was like that, that y'all were arguing with one another at that level. Yeah, no, Spice, that was your fault. But her saying that to you, that was not your fault. She could have chose anything. She could have called you a deadbeat mom, bitch. She could have called you a baby mama because you was just, complaining about your baby daddy online 2-3 years ago, your damn self, and you're sitting up here trying to judge Erica for it with your male identified ass. I would have been like, take Safari's dick out of your mouth. I would have said a whole bunch of shit before I reached for a monkey comment. But that just goes to show you who Erica really is and how she really feels and all of that shit. She does feel like she's better because she's closer to whiteness. She does. That's the real of the situation. But Spice, she did show up kissing your ass. And you gave her your ass to kiss. I mean, you even kind of spread your leg up and did something like that onto the fucking window, giving her your ass to kiss even more, ma'am. So I do think you invited that energy. I do, but I don't think it was on you that she chose that racial slur. So there's no need for you to take accountability for what she said. But you need to take accountability for the fact that you think you can keep talking to people crazy and they're not going to respond to you because you did the same thing to Bambi. I'm just saying, like, Spice really think that she can talk to people any old type of fucking way and they're not going to say nothing back to her ass, okay? But listen, everybody is not the same. And for some of us,
Ain't no hole in my blood. Ain't no hole in my blood.
okay, you need to stop, okay? Because I really feel like her being male identified is what had this whole thing going on because you over there wanting to defend Safari. Okay, and his old.
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
Okay, get over it. That song is called "Going Steady" by Rocco featuring Plies. Okay, if y'all wanted to know. All right. But yeah, Yandy says that this is the most angry she's ever seen Spice, and Spice says that she needs to heal. She let her anger get the best of her when she attacked Carly. You did. And honestly, just as Erica's apology was fake, Spice, I think yours was fake too. I don't think you were really gonna change. I don't know if you're really gonna be less angry. Thank you, K Rupp, for the super chat. I love when you teach. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, y'all. I be trying to give y'all the best that I got, and sometimes that come with me remembering the shit that I learned in my history classes when I was in college. Shit. Okay. Question. Are they firing Gunplay because he's been terrible too? It shouldn't just be Erica getting fired or am I reaching? Oh no, that's Mo. Thank you for the super chat. No, I don't think it should just be her. I don't. I think Evelyn Lozada doesn't need to be on MTV or VH1 either. But I do think he needs to go after he pulled a gun on her and that baby. I do. Thank you, Kendra Harris, for being a member for 3 months. She said Zeus has a special seat for Erica. Yeah, she need to go on over there. I know you think you better than them, but apparently you are not. You are not. Thank you, Makai, for the super chat. They get hurt when they find out these men like all shades and sizes. I ain't forgot how Erica was salty. Chad likes some brown. Ocho Cinco wanted me. Chad, oh yeah, Chad wanted all of this. All of this, bitch. Yes, he wanted it. Yeah, they really get caught up thinking that their proximity to whiteness makes them so much more desirable. They eat that shit up. I think they build their confidence on it. And then once a black woman, a dark complected woman comes into the room and shows you that you are really not the preference the way you thought, yeah, I think them bitches get mad. I think they get mad, and then you every monkey you ever heard they bad body mama say. Okay? And you know, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I want all of the women to, you know, get along if they can, child. Okay. But essentially, I'm always gonna stand with my dark complected sisters when it comes to this, okay? Because I see my mom, I see my aunts, I see my cousins, I see the people that I love the most in this world when I look at those women. And I will never, ever, ever be on the lightest right side. I just don't even understand it. I have seen some of the ugliest light-skinned women ever. Just look all kinds of ways unattractive. Being light does not make you right. It doesn't make you smarter. I've seen a whole bunch of dumbass white people. You know, no disrespect, but I'm just saying, like, y'all are not the smartest out there. So I don't know where, you know, I don't know why y'all still hold on to a lot of these ignorant bullshit studies that they came up with during slavery in order to reinforce us being treated badly. I don't know why y'all keep up with that, but the darker people are, they can be geniuses, they can be beautiful, they can be everything at its highest level, even with dark, damn near navy blue, navy black skin. Okay? So it is just very annoying to me that this consistently continues on, this mindset that being dark complected is bad. Being, you know, obviously black is bad. I wish it would stop. I wish y'all would get over it. I wish the way y'all like dark-skinned men, that would translate to dark-skinned women. Having melanin is a blessing. We live on Earth. Earth is a planet that needs the sun to survive. Us having melanin and recreating melanin in our body's process protects us from the sun's harmful rays, my nigga. We are supposed to be melanated in order to live on this planet successfully. So the idea that having a lack of melanin makes you better is simply ass backwards, and nobody should continue to think that way. It's stupid. I don't know, like the lack of melanin, like you're lacking. It's not better. It's stupid for you to think that your inability to function on a planet that requires the sun makes you better than anybody. That's fucking stupid. Okay? Also, African people lived in huts because they are nomads and they need to be able to break down their homes and move quickly. Because y'all say things about, oh, they lived in huts. Yeah, it made sense for them. Like the way they live their lives nomadically, moving around, needing for their domicile to be cool in a hot climate, which is why it's made of mud and straw, being circular so that the air kind of translates in a way that it's cool inside and not hot, even though it's hot outside. Shit that the Europeans had not figured out because they did not have to live in hot climates. Us not wearing a lot of clothes, being nude. We live in a climate that is hot and close to the sun. Why the fuck are we wearing undergarments? That doesn't even make any sense. It's hot. It's hot. Okay? It's hot. And your hair being tightly coiled, as my sister said in the comments, yeah, it means that your hair is stronger. It means that your hair is moldable. It means that it keeps its shape better. It means that you don't get lice. Bitch, y'all really gonna stop playing with us. Y'all really gonna stop playing with us, because when I go on and on, it makes no sense. Okay? When I go on and on, it makes no sense. All right? All right? But yeah, Spice, you're still the villain. You're still the villain, and it's not because you're dark, okay? You and Erica were both villains. She's just worse because she's a racist. And if you're a racist, you're worse. That's just what it is. Okay? If you're a racist hanging around with black people, bitch, you're the worst. That's just, it is what it is. You're a snake. You shouldn't be able to continue to make money off of black people while demeaning them in their spaces. You got us fucked up. But see, MTV, y'all little round table discussion was cute. But I'm gonna need for y'all to get Evelyn Lozada to fuck off my TV. Thank you. All right? I appreciate that. Okay, everybody, I'm done. 2.5 hours. It was a cute live. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I feel like I might come to y'all tomorrow with a members only live. So if you're not a member, girl, you'll miss it until I post it. But yes, I think I'm gonna do a members only live so we can talk about some things. Okay, y'all make sure y'all add me on Instagram and send me topics that y'all want me to talk about. My Discord people, put it in the Discord. Y'all know what y'all do. Keisha, thank you so much for the super chat. I learned so much from you, Bondy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all in the next one.